don't remember that no player. Don't remember this, people. Yo, what is up, NBA and basketball fans? One of the most exciting things that can happen is a trade. That is one of the most exciting things that could ever happen to your favorite team. All the trade juices automatically get pumped up. If you've ever had your team do a trade that got you excited, you know exactly how this feels. So I'm gonna tell you guys what to expect after your favorite team makes a trade. If you're like me, you're constantly on social media. You're either constantly on social media, on Bleacher Report, on ESPN, or something like that, somewhere where you're gonna see the news of the trade go down. After you see that tweet or after you see that article about that trade that you're really interested in that affects your team, the first thing you do is read about 10 other articles about it. You have to make sure this is legit, because at first it's hard to believe. You try and check every single outlet. You honestly can't believe it. This has been like the highlight of your year so far. Just be honest, this has been the highlight of your year so far. And then you're gonna move on to stage 2, which is going to youtube.com and subscribing to my channel. Just kidding. It's going to YouTube and watching every single highlight of that player you just traded for. I'm guilty of this. I watched I don't know how many hours of Tobias Harris footage last night. And with each highlight video you watch, your excitement level continues to rise to new heights. You're seeing everything that this player can do, all the best things this player can do, and you're trying to think to yourself, why would anyone ever trade this player? This player looks amazing. I haven't seen him miss a shot. All these highlights, I haven't seen this player miss a shot. We just got the best player in the NBA that no one knew about. Which brings us to stage 3, the player's debut on your team. It is time for them to shine. You see that player enter the game for your team for the first time and you get giddy. You have never felt so excited in your entire life. You can't wait for him to get the ball and for him to make something happen, for him to set fire to the court. And then that moment comes. Your player has the ball. The player your team just traded for has the ball in their hands. They make a move. Pow! You know what happens? Airball. A freaking airball. They just airballed their first shot on their new team and you're still cool about it. It's just nerves. It was his first shot. He'll make the next one. It's no big deal. So a couple of plays go by and the player your team just traded for gets the ball again. They try and make another move. Ba-bang! Ba-bang! It gets blocked. Swatted. So now you're a little less comfortable, but you still have faith. It's gonna get better. It can't get any worse from here. So plays and plays go by and you're still waiting for this player to score. He has not hit a shot. He barely hit the side of the rim. You are waiting for that magical moment where all those highlights you saw, all those shots you saw him make, you're just waiting to see one. In those highlights, you did not see his struggles, but you see it now. You see that this player is not perfect. After the first game, the player team traded for didn't do so great. Maybe he had like 10 points. He didn't live up to your expectations. So you give him another game. Let's judge him after his first few games. The next game comes, he does about the same. He's still not playing like you saw him play in his highlights. So now you're really starting to panic. I want my trade back. We don't want this guy. In this highlight video, he didn't miss. I thought he was the next MJ until that magical game comes along where that player that your team traded for sets fire to the court. And then all of a sudden, that's all you remember. You saw the highlight reel version of that player until the next game where he doesn't do as well again. And once again, you're ready to get rid of him, ship him off to the next team, bench him. Bench him because he obviously doesn't fit in here, right? Wrong! Guess what I'm trying to say is, it's good to get excited about a player. I'm excited for Tobias Harris. You gotta remember that no player is perfect. When that player your team first trades for comes to a new city, comes to a new team, comes to a new system, they're not gonna be the same player you saw from all those mixtapes right away. It's gonna take time for them to fit in. Even when they do feel comfortable, they're still not gonna be perfect. There you have it, dropping some wisdom, dropping some straight up wisdom. Thank you guys for watching this video. It just felt I had to make it in the midst of all the trades already went down or are still about to go down. But I will be back Friday with a recap of the craziest week in the NBA, the NBA trade deadline week. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. I'm gonna be going over every every single trade that went down and how it affects the NBA. But remember to like this video, comment down below if your team has ever done a trade and you felt this way. Because I'm not gonna lie, I felt this way last year with Reggie Jackson. I went through every single phase. Every single phase that I mentioned, that was real life. Like, comment, and subscribe to the team, the only team that stays getting buckets. Team SDC. And I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace. Not to mention, I feel really bad for the Oklahoma City Thunder if they lose Kevin Durant, because that's just basically the end. You know, once he's gone, Westbrook leaves next year, and then I guess it's Dion Waiters' team, and that's scary. And that's real scary. Dion Waiters, star player for Oklahoma City Thunder.